Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, wherever you are. Again, this is Dylan. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much. It's a great day, it's sunny, and I'm on my way to work and decided to create a video. Just a couple of updates for you guys. As far as the CCIE lab prep second attempt is concerned, I have started. I've recommenced studying. Woohoo! Got my ESXi lab up and running, which is fantabulous. So it feels like day one again, starting all over again. But you know, I always remind myself of what this good friend of mine once said. Saying day one is way better than one day, which is so true. Aside from that, finally I have received the CCNA cert in the mail. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. After passing my CCNA security, I did receive this bond paper size hard envelope. When I opened it, it wasn't the cert, but it was a letter telling me that I also received like some sort of an InfoSec cert. It was like this regular paper, like a letter form. Yeah, it was like a letter, pretty much, just letting me know that aside from getting the CCNA security, I also got the recognition for InfoSec cert. And aside from that, well, eventually I did receive the hard card, well, the official Cisco certification in the mail, but it actually arrived after a couple of months, which is just fine. I thought Cisco just went cheapo on me and have discontinued sending certificates via mail, or maybe they've changed policy and I've completely forgotten that I have to explicitly say that I still want to receive those things. But anyway, those are like just some of the current certification updates that I have. Oh, by the way, aside from that, I was accepted to the Cisco CyberOps Scholarship. Camera's a bit shaky, sorry about that. So I applied for the CyberOps Scholarship. I don't know if you're aware, there's this new spanking new certification from Cisco called cybersecurity. They only have like the CCNA. Hopefully in the future they're gonna have like CCNP and all the way up to the CCIE level. So if you look at the chart, I think it's only CCNA industry. I don't know what that is about. Then you have like your CyberOps. So I applied for that one. So it has 3 steps. One is, the first step is like the survey. The second step is you need to take like an assessment exam wherein you need to get at least 75%. So the exam would cover like basic security, basic routing and switching, Linux, and a number of miscellaneous stuff. So it did help me because I know some Linux, then of course routing, switching, and security. So I did pass that one. Wasn't proud of my score actually because I took the exam. It's not an excuse, but I actually took the exam at 4:30 in the morning. I was so excited to take it. I didn't get the review, so I did pass it, but not with flying colors. But again, pass is pass. So the third step is they would ask you like which cohort, they call it cohort or batch, you'd like to be a part of. It's basically they're going to give you access for 3 months of all the training materials plus coaching, and they're going to pay for your 2 exams. So the CCNA CyberOps doesn't have the prerequisite of a CCENT, but it does have like it requires you to take 2 exams. I don't have the name of the exam at the top of my head, but yeah, you can look it up. You can Google it up. Cisco CCNA CyberOps. Should be interesting. So this is the first time I'm actually studying for 2 certification. One is for the CCIE lab prep, and one is for the CCNA CyberOps. Should be interesting. And that's just a very short update as far as certification is concerned. I'm gonna leave you with this podcast that I was listening to this morning from Eric Thomas. He once asked, I think it was a talk that he gave when he was here in Australia. He talked about the gazelle and the lions. So he asked the crowd, are you the gazelle type or the lion type? You know, I don't know about you, but you know, if you're familiar with the gazelle, they tend to live in fear. You know, they run in a pack, but you could just imagine all they need to do just to survive is to run faster. Not faster than the lion, but to run faster than the slower gazelle. Because, you know, being eaten by the lion is inevitable. All they have to do is they just have to run faster than the slower gazelle. And I don't know about you, but I'm not saying that's you. Most of us, with all this God-given talent that has been bestowed on us, and we know what we need to do, but instead we run away from it. We tend to distract ourselves with so many things that aren't really helping us, aren't really making us achieve our full potential. I don't know what may be the reason, but we distract ourselves with social media, with food. I'm guilty of it, and all sorts of things. I don't know what kind of excuses we do. I'm saying this not because like, oh, I'm proud I'm not doing that. No, I'm actually guilty of that most of the time, and I'm still going through all this journey. So it's just, so we live in, if you're trying to be the gazelle, or if we're trying to be the gazelle, it's, you know, we can't live a life wherein we're in survival mode, living in fear that one day it might be us on the chopping board. One day it's going to be the lion who's after us. Then there's the lion. You know, what does the lion do? Unlike the gazelle, the gazelle runs away from something, which is the lion. If you compare that with life, the gazelle runs away from what it needs, or he or she needs to achieve by distractions or whatever reason. The lion is the opposite. The opposite wakes up and the lion runs towards something. It hunts. You know, it's not the prey. It looks for the prey. It does the hunting. So if you're the lion type, you know, you wake up, you don't run away from what you're capable of. You run towards it. You know, you run towards your goals, you run towards what you really need to achieve in life. You do not wake up. But then again, going back to the lion, the gazelle doesn't go towards the lion, right? So the lion still would need to wake up and run towards the gazelle. It goes for the hunt. Pretty much what we wanted in life, or what we need to achieve, or to get that full potential that we're capable of doing, we need to run towards it. So those are the things that we need to reflect upon. then again, there's this other bit of, a lot of people tend to say that, oh, I'm the lion, I want to go for this and I want to go for that, like, oh, I'm gonna get my CCIE, or I'm gonna get my CCNA or NP or whatever certification, or I want to do this, I want to do that. There's a difference between just saying it and actually doing it. You know, another saying goes like, the fruit of the tree is determined by what it bears, if I make sense. You know, there's no tree that just expresses its intentions. You know the quality of a tree by the fruit it bears, not what it intends to bear. So there's no point of, no matter how you say that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, people can actually see based on the results that you show. You know, it shows in your work, it shows with your relationship. And again, this does not only apply to work, it doesn't only apply to certification, it applies to life in general. And in saying that, I'm gonna end this morning conversation, guys. So I hope you have a great day ahead of you. If you have any questions, if you want me to feature anything, or if you want me to answer something, if you're interested in finding out more about Cisco CyberOps, or any tips in terms of certification, just either you can PM me through LinkedIn, through Facebook if you can find me, or here in my YouTube channel. Again, guys, this has been Dylan. Remember, keep on studying, it's all worth it.